Greenwood performed his platinum-certified patriotic anthem at 3 presidential inaugural celebrations, including Trump's second swearing-in ceremony. Lee Greenwood reflected on why he believes his patriotic anthem, God Bless the USA, has stood the test of time. The 82-year-old country singer released his signature song, God Bless the USA, which is also known as Proud to be an American, in 1984. Since then, the song's hit status has endured, with its popularity surging in both times of national unity and tragedy. During a recent interview with Fox News Digital, Greenwood shared his thoughts on the legacy of God Bless the USA and why it resonates from generation to generation to generation. I can't tell you how many kids, like a 6-7-year-old, will send me a video, or their parents will send a video of them standing there waving a little flag and going, proud to be an American, you know, in their little tiny voice. That's where patriotism starts, he said. And I'm pretty sure that because of how powerful God Bless the USA has been since its release, over 40 years, and ingrained now into society, Greenwood continued. And a lot of people who are woke about, oh, you can't sing the national anthem, or, I'm going to disrespect the flag, you can't disrespect God Bless the USA. It talks about pride and patriotism. And so I think that's why it survived. He added. And so many kids then will grow up, they're in their 20s and 30s, and they have kids and hey, look, this is what I did when I was a kid. Listen to this song. Greenwood launched his music career in 1962 and signed with the Nashville division of the label MCA Records in 1981. The Grammy Award winner wrote and recorded God Bless the USA in 1983. The song was included on Greenwood's third studio album, You've Got a Good Love Comin', which was released in May 1984. After God Bless the USA was released as a single, it reached the 7th spot on the Billboard Hot Country Singles chart. The song received wider recognition when it was featured in a video that played at the 1984 Republican National Convention with President Ronald Reagan and First Lady Nancy Reagan in attendance. Greenwood later performed the song at campaign rallies for Reagan when he was running for his second term and during the 1988 Republican National Convention. Since then, Greenwood has given performances of God Bless the USA during 3 presidential inaugural celebrations. The California native performed the song on the eve of President George H.W. Bush's inauguration in 1989. He also sang God Bless the USA at President Donald Trump's Make America Great Again event marking his 2017 presidential inauguration. In January, Greenwood performed the song when Trump was sworn in for the second time in the rotunda of the U.S. Capitol. Trump used Greenwood's patriotic ballad as his intro music during his campaign rallies and at some of his biggest speeches, including the emotional moment he walked into the 2024 Republican National Convention following the assassination attempt against him last July. The song has also regained popularity during times of national strife or tragedy, including during the Gulf War and in the aftermath of the 9/11 attacks. God Bless the USA was certified platinum by the RIAA in 2015. While speaking with Fox News Digital, Greenwood admitted that he could never have imagined the impact that God Bless the USA would have over the years when he was first writing it. That would have been ludicrous because first of all, I never had an idea we were going to release it as a single, he said. I wrote that song while I was on tour in my bus. I was doing 300 days a year the first 2 or 3 years that I signed with MCA in Nashville. Greenwood continued, and it was just a song I wrote one night because I've been thinking about it for a while. And my producer and I were talking about what album to put it on. And we had, I think, a 4th or 5th album for MCA already. 6. Number 1 songs. The country singer recalled that he and his producer traveled to Los Angeles where they played his album, You've Got a Good Love Comin', for music mogul Irving Ossoff, then the head of MCA Records. Greenwood told Fox News Digital that Ossoff made the choice to include God Bless the USA on the album and release the track as a single. If he'd have asked me and I'd have answered that question, because my producer and I looked at each other and said, I don't think I'll make the choice, Greenwood remembered. I would have said, You've Got a Good Love Comin', which is the name of the album. And I had $25,000 invested in a London train station, music, video, for You've Got a Good Love Comin'. It's all about the dollars and cents for me at that point. But he's the one that said, and I guess he was politically connected, and he just said, I think that's the song will do our country well, he recalled of Azov. It was a leap of faith. I mean, the radio may not have played it because it wasn't country. During a November 2024 interview with Fox News Digital, Greenwood shared that he was a drum major in his high school's marching band and learned to appreciate his country from that early age. I think that's where patriotism starts, he said. The appreciation for the flag, what it means. And then later on you learn where the sacrifices come from the United States military and how many people have given their lives to keep the flag flying. There's a matter of pride there. Every time I hear the song, I relate to that. Every time I see a color guard who marches out. While speaking with Fox News Digital in May 2024, Greenwood opened up about what being a citizen of the United States means to him. As I wrote, in God Bless the USA, I'm proud to be an American, he said. The musician added that when people say, well, you know, I'm an Italian American. I'm proud of my heritage. Or, I'm African American. I'm proud of my heritage. Wait, we're all Americans. And so it really gives me honor to say that I'm proud to be an American. Greenwood noted that God Bless the USA is frequently played at naturalization ceremonies for new U.S. citizens. When they hear my song, God Bless the USA, they understand what it means to be an American, he said. And that's what it means to me as well. On June 14, Greenwood performed God Bless the USA at the 250th anniversary parade and celebration of the U.S. Army in Washington, D.C., after Trump gave a speech. The event was a part of the celebrations leading up to the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence on July 4, 2026. During his recent interview with Fox News Digital, Greenwood reflected on the meaning of America's milestone birthday, I guess what you do is you measure us to the rest of the world, he said. And I think it's actually astounding we've lasted this long, and with all the conflict we've gotten through, our own civil war, the Revolutionary War, of course, and then Korea, Vietnam, World War I, World War II. And now getting in drone warfare, where we'll have less boots on the ground, less men killed, hopefully, and no more war, that here we are still standing, he continued, and thank God for our Constitution. I think without the Constitution, we wouldn't have made it.